After talks broke down on July 5th, many members wondered, what do we do now? And Vinny and Juan have just laid that out very well. Across the country, Teamsters are working on all fronts to maintain our strength and keep building unity. But let's take a step back. We need to look at what the company is up to and understand what their strategy is as well. Earlier, Brother Sawyer explained that UPS's first strategy was to lowball our negotiators, try to get them to sell out one group of Teamsters for another. Well, we know that now UPS is going to try to increase the pressure on the National Committee and on the membership. They're going to the media and to the elected officials, to politicians, and they're warning that a strike will hurt the economy and the public. They're going to the members, spreading rumors and trying to use divide and conquer tactics. They're going to threaten layoffs and to try to blame the union for scaring away customers. But the reality is that the company can settle any time and not lose any more customers. It's totally on them. UPS wants to weaken our bargaining leverage by pitting full-timers against part-timers. We've heard that. They want us fighting over an economic package that's far too small so they can avoid paying what they owe. That's the company's playbook. They're trying to get the upper hand when negotiations eventually resume. It's not going to work because we have really good cards to play too. And we have the ultimate card, a strike. A strike will cost UPS billions of dollars. It will be much cheaper for them to settle without a strike, but they're going to test Teamsters first. So, as we said earlier, what do we do now? We are going to keep building our unity so that when the National Negotiations Committee returns to the bargaining table, they have even more leverage than before. We're going to be stronger. First, Sean and Fred are going to be going around the country talking to members. Vinny mentioned that Sean's first stop is in New York. Sean and Fred will be in every region, meeting up in Atlanta, UPS's hometown, on July 22nd. Save that date. Sean and Fred can't talk to every UPSer, and that's why we've got to do that. Teamster to Teamster, worker to worker, member to member, sharing information, discouraging rumors and division, and building our strength while we maintain our unity in the home stretch. The best way to build unity is through actions. Practice picketing, parking lot meetings, leafletting. These actions bring Teamsters together, and that puts pressure on the company. Believe me, management is taking notice of what's going on. We're going to be making our case to customers and the public. That was a good idea in 1997, and it's just as important now. At the very beginning of this webinar, you saw Carlos Silva talking to the media. The public likes UPS workers. They are sympathetic to our issues. Usually, it's hard to get media attention for a labor story, but not in this case, and we're going to use that opportunity to keep the public on our side. The best way to build public support? By taking action. Talk to your local officers. Invite other union members and community groups and local politicians to your practice picketing events. Reach out to customers. Juan and Vinny have a plan of sending UPS drivers and part-timers out together to talk to customers. We won't be bad-mouthing the company, but we've got to make sure that customers know who's to blame if their deliveries stop on August 1st. Now we've got the picture of what the company will try to do over the next 2 weeks and how we are going to counter it. Here's the important part. We have to make sure that whenever negotiations resume, we have even more bargaining leverage and we win for all UPSers. First, keep your coworkers informed. UPS Teamsters United has a new bargaining leaflet and a campaign update. We will be emailing it to everyone after this webinar, and it will be posted on the UPS, Teamsters United, and TDU websites. Download it, copy it, distribute it at the gates. You can pass it out at UPS in any non-work area as long as you're on non-work time. Get some of your coworkers to help you and do it together. That makes it go even better. Second thing, more practice picketing. This has been amazing. It's exploded all across the country. Check out TDU's Facebook page to see some amazing pictures of workers at so many different locals practice picketing. Got to keep that up. Talk to your local union or organize it on your own. You can get signs and a do's and don'ts tip sheet from TDU on our website. Think about mixing it up with a blow the whistle on corporate greed parking lot action. We did that in 1997 and it drove management crazy. Every local has whistles from IBT. If you can organize a parking lot meeting or a rally, contact TDU and we'll send you whistles. Supplies are pretty limited, but if you can make it happen, we will get you the whistles you need. Make some signs and say, we're blowing the whistle on corporate greed, or part-time poverty blows, and have some fun. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to hear some reports from members who are organizing these actions. And for that, I'll kick it back to Brother